Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and today we have sort of a ship with me video. I sold these IKEA little tea light holders. They're ceramic, so they're a little bit breakable. They're pretty substantial, so they're not fragile, but they are quite breakable. So I thought that I would show you how I would pack something like that. So I'm going to cut away, we're going to go to the basement, we're going to pack it up, and then we're going to come back upstairs and we're going to talk more about it, all right? All right, we are down here in the basement. These are the little holders that I have. There's a total of 11 of them. My first thing I did is I picked the right box. So a 10 by 10 by 6 box. It wasn't too big, but it also wasn't too small because you want to make sure you have enough room to get enough padding in between all of the pieces. So a 10 by 10 by 6 box is what I chose, and I think it's going to work out really well. I'm showing you now these little file folder pieces of cardboard that I'm using to help bolster the box and put in some different textures into the packing because that helps absorb some of the shocking. So I wrapped them up each individually, and I did it on a diagonal or on the diamond because it just gave me a little bit more leeway with the bubble wrap. So I could take two ends and fold one on one side and fold the other one on the other side, which helped to, encase the tea light holder a little bit better. So I am going to be working on my camera work because it's not the best, but you know what? Hey, we're trying something new here. So we're almost done. Now, this is the 9th one, I think, going in, which actually completes the whole bottom layer of this package job. I can't fit any more in. I didn't want it to go too tight. So I have 2 left over that I will be putting onto the top of that first layer. And right now I think I'm just going to be wrapping them up just the same as I did the others and just putting them in gently because I am going to add a little bit more of that cardboard just to give it a little bit more space in between the two being on top of each other. And I know that I'm twisting and turning here, but there's the cardboard, and we're just going to sort of cushion it with the cardboard because I think that helps a lot. Okay, and then we're going to get it all set, and we're going to actually top it with more tissue paper, make sure it's nice and snug. But before I forget, there is a thank you note, so I have to add that in. I'm going to add that in on top of that last layer, and now I'm just going to layer in a whole bunch of tissue, and then I will work with it once I get it sort of all bunched up all together. With Poshmark, it's really nice that we have this leeway with the weight so that I can overpack to my heart's content and make sure that it's nice and tight and would be safe for the person to get their stuff like they want them to. Well, this is a piece of tissue paper that must have been an end of the roll somewhere. I don't know why it's in my package. I'm not happy about that, but oh well, we won't use it because it just doesn't jive for me. All right, so there's my first attempt. We're going to fold the box together tight, and we're going to give it a shake test. And unfortunately, because my volume, my sound didn't work, you're not going to hear it, but I shake it first to see if there's any movement. I did feel a little bit more movement, so I wanted to go in with a little bit more tissue paper on the sides, excuse me, on the sides, just to give it a little more stability. And then we're going to do another shake test. Always do a shake test. I think it is really important that you do that. It really helps you. You don't want to have any movement, and you don't want to hear any rattling or anything. So I think that's going to do it. I was quite happy with how that felt. And now I'm just going to tape it up. And at least now you don't have to hear the tape gun noise, so that's good. So I'm going to tape it up. So I taped one across, but I always tape my edges shut because they're not fully closed, and I don't want any wetness or dampness to get in there, so I always close it up. Again, that's another good thing about Poshmark because I'm not worried about going overweight on this package right here. So that's it. And the last thing I do, because it is Poshmark Canada, is that I do write a little note to Canada Post, and I say thank you to Canada Post because they work hard to get my packages delivered. So I'm really appreciative of that, and they actually really like it. So, and that's it. That is pretty much it. You're going to see my writing in a second, I think. Let's see. I know I did it. Where'd it go? There it is. My heart sucked, but that's okay. All right, I'll meet you upstairs. All right, here we are. We're back upstairs and everything's packed away, which is really good. I do want to say that I did weigh the package and it came to 1,872 grams. So if you're in Canada, or it came to 4 pounds and 2 ounces if you're in the States. So my Poshmark label absolutely covers those weights, which is fantastic. And I have to be honest with you, I did not list this on eBay because on eBay, it was a lower value. Like the comps for this item were coming back at $15, $18. And it would have cost a substantial amount to actually ship this. So the buyer would have been paying a lot more in shipping than Poshmark actually charges. So on eBay, I didn't bother to list it because it was a lower value, heavier item. And I really didn't think that somebody would pay $18 for an item and want it shipped, you know, paying $20 or $25 to ship it. Now, we have shipped heavy items on eBay, but they have been higher value items. Paul has shipped a TV to, was it Hungary, honey?
Yep.
To Hungary. We have shipped a big old-fashioned typewriter out west. I think that was Alberta, Saskatchewan. I'm not sure where.
Yeah, Cold Lake, Alberta.
Cold Lake, see, Paul's here. Cold Lake, Alberta. So, but they were higher value items, so it was more worth it. Buyers are more likely to spend money on shipping if the item has a higher value. So I did not list these on eBay whatsoever. And I do look at my items before I list them on whatever platform. There are items that I'm just not listing on eBay because the value on eBay is so low and it's much, much higher on Poshmark, and vice versa. There are items that I'm going to list on eBay because they're getting a better amount than they do on Poshmark. So when you are out there looking for things to buy, to sell, you want to keep in mind your shipping, and you want to keep in mind how you're going to ship it, and will it get to the place okay? Do I know how to ship it? So I'm really confident that these little IKEA candle tea light holders will make it out west like they should. I'm pretty confident. There's always that little bit of, oh, I hope so kind of feeling, but I am fairly confident. I have been shipping now for a while. I've been shipping breakables now for a while, and knock on wood, I haven't had any issues. So that is the video for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Let me know down below in the comments how comfortable and confident you are in shipping breakables, and we can talk about it. All right, guys, until next time, bye.